Let me just make sure that this is coming through. What's going on, everybody? If you're watching this on the replay, we are about to open up some chests. I got Darkest Night here, ready to open up the first champion chests that we have. Yep. And I just want to make sure that audio is coming through okay. There it is. All right, we're good to go. Darkest Night, how are you?
I'm excited? Doing great. Yes, I am. And actually, I was a little bit frustrated yesterday, but I feel much better now.
That's good, man. Like I said, it was affecting me too. I was just thinking about it the entire time. I was like, all right, well, I hope they can improve this system, but hopefully they will.
Yeah, and it's fine, right? It's just a matter of just getting into the swing of things, just what I said yesterday, right? Yeah. So now I feel like after 50 games, I'm pretty much in the swing, the swing.
To be fair, beginning of the season has always been tough. I think it was just there was this added layer of frustration, especially for you because you were playing a Splinter that you didn't really care for. So
yes. Yeah, and the next one is going to be good. So this is my alt account. This is my son's account actually. So he got Dragon. So I've been playing Dragon and was able on the first day for the first focus to get 5 focus chests. So I guess we can just go ahead and open them up. So I'm going to go ahead and here we go. So now I can claim them, right? And for the season, I've already gotten 8, right? Which I think is pretty good, right? Considering how demoralized I was yesterday. So here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and claim.
While that's loading up, what's up going on to Chief Burning Elk? What's going on to International Travel Channel? Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. All right.
Here we go.
Should we savor it?
Yeah,
I'm excited.
So we don't know if they shake or not, right? So nothing's shaking, but let's see how it goes. All right. Ooh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Ooh, that's kind of nice.
How much is that? 400? Sorry, my screen.
Yeah, 432. Okay. Yeah.
I'm having this squint here.
Whoa, 1344. Not terrible.
Wow. All right.
Whoa!
How much is that?
That's 6,432.
What? Oh my goodness! Oh, here I didn't realize I could go full screen on this. All right, awesome, cool.
Here we go. And boo!
Didn't you get 144 in the other one too?
I did. Yes, for my main account. Yeah.
Oh man, so all cards.
What's the math on that?
I mean, that's easily $7-8 right there.
$8 just for a daily quest.
That's not bad. I mean, you can go in and buy some cards now.
I could
turn that around, buy some cards, or at least you open it up before the airdrop. You can get some airdrop points for it too.
Absolutely. Yep. So yeah, so that's so now we'll see what the next focus is, right? So it'll load up.
I think I'm gonna get my alt account
Dragon again.
Growing on it. Ooh, nice. Okay. So Dragon wasn't too bad for you, huh?
Yeah,
now you got 5 chests. What was your ECR at, or what is your ECR at right now? Because yesterday you started at 100%.
Right. So 65 right now. 65.
Okay. So it's gonna be significantly harder to get into this to get 5 again.
I don't think so. Because what I'm going to do is I've already swapped to my main account all my cards, right? So I'm going to get my ECR rest here, right? I'll play on my main account, burn my ECR down again, transfer cards back over here. I think it'll be highly beneficial to have more than one account because of the ECR, right? Which I don't particularly like, right? I mean, to be honest, I don't really want to have an alt account, right? I'd rather play my main.
It's interesting because like you don't have so the delegation cooldown time isn't bothering you then.
Well, I'm using it to rebuild my ECR.
Okay.
Right. So ECR is important, right? So my choice is not to play, but I want to play, right? So so the cooldown, like right now, my main account, it's right at 22 hours. So tomorrow sometime I'll probably wake up early, play a bunch of games, get whatever chests I'm gonna get, and then start this process all over.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's making me consider what I want to do with my alt accounts, because I mean, it's fun. It's fun grinding in Diamond, but now what I'm hearing, at least what I'm reading in some of the other the Discord servers, is people are able to farm in bronze super easy, right? You just throw in a couple of gold cards and it's just like that. So with some of my alt accounts, I do have some gold summoners that are level 2, so that's perfect for bronze. So part of me is like, the rental market is kind of trash right now, so
Oh, yeah.
might as well. Well, so here's the thing: rental market is trash for anything except cards that win. And I
Right.
think that's awesome, right? Because the market is now deciding it's not just a collection power thing.
Right.
So maybe we'll get back to that. But yeah.
Yeah. So here's my take on after day one. I think, given the fact that your rating is so important, right? Because that's part of the calculation. Your
Mhm.
ECR will replenish over time, but the higher your rating is, the better. So I'm probably going to start just saying, forget ECR and just get to the highest ranking that I can to
Yeah.
get back to champion. Once I hit champion, then that multiplier kicks in. I can relax, right? I can let my ECR build up over a couple of days, maybe play the alt account, and then hit it, a little at a time, keep my ECR high. And I have my rating high, right? So every game that I play is going to be important, right? So I'm going to want to
Mhm.
really maximize my win streaks, maximize my ECR, maximize my rating, right?
Gotcha.
So yeah, so that's kind of where we are. I know you have some cards as well, right?
You mean chests?
Yeah, chess as well, right?
Yeah. So mine will be popping up here. I'm gonna take your screen up. Oh, there you go. So mine will be coming up here in what, like about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and wait it out, chat with the
Yeah.
folks here, and then go through. I know you may have to go,
Yep.
but I don't want to. I'm not trying to kick you off. Just trying to let the audience know that we got a limited time with Darkest Night. So if they have any questions or any other insights, what uh, as a way to pass the time right now,
Yeah.
which one of the new rewards cards is one that you want to get a maxed out copy of as quickly as possible? Is there one that you're targeting? I'm assuming Ever Hungry Skull is probably somewhere high up on the list just due
Yeah.
to the fact that it's death. But I'm curious if there's any others that you think could really affect or really enhance the different decks that you have.
The revealer. That's my big card.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know why, right?
Yeah.
Waka.
The stun and Waka.
Yeah. It's brutal.
How much is that guy going for right now?
I have no idea. Let's see.
Because prices somewhat leveled out.
They did. Yeah, they dropped definitely.
So he's an epic card, right? Revealer.
No, I thought he was rare, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he's
Yeah.
he's
Oh no,
epic.
you're right. You're right.
Look at that. You can buy 8 copies right now with the DEC that you earned.
Could I? I guess
Yeah,
I could.
he's going for less than, yeah. So you could have at least like a level 2. Maybe, I mean, you throw a couple more bucks in, you have a level 3.
Tempting.
But see, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, just one day of earning, and all of a sudden you're well on your way.
Yeah. You know what? That's so. I did. I think I looked at the gold. Right. I think I want to get a gold one. Just because it looks cool, and gold matters now, right? So
Gold
10
does matter.
copies. 10 copies of gold. That's going to be expensive. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. If you're gonna go for gold, you probably should wait until the market kind of levels out a
Or
little
I
bit,
continue playing, right, and just
and
get my.
and hopefully get it that way. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'm just trying to see where we can expect prices to go. Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's $87 right now.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, I wouldn't be surprised if the card hits close to where these guys are. $10.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not, because maybe at that point more players would have come in and the supply, or sorry, the demand would go up. But I there's no way that it's going to stay at 87 for.
No way.
Yeah.
No. So, but yeah.
So what are your thoughts on the rental market? So Chief Burning Elk is asking.
So I don't really use the rental market. Right? I think that's one of the reasons why I buy cards, right? Is so that I don't have to. The cards I need are there when I need them. But I did take a peek at it, right? And one of the things I've been hearing in Guild, I think you've heard the same thing, is the cards that win are in high demand, right? Kitties, llamas, crons. They are. There's none on the market, or if there are very, very few.
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
Yep.
I mean, well, there you have it. There's your answer. Don't worry about the rental market by just buying your own cards.
Oh, first world.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to. I mean, this is exactly what we were hoping for, right? We wanted this dramatic shakeup to occur. So now we have it, and now we're going to see just how it plays out.
Yep.
So Kim Reacts is saying that Chaos Legion summoners are starting to go down again. Perfect, because I still need to. I don't know, man. What should I do, Darkest Night? Should I start? Should I settle for gold, or should I make my way all the way up to Diamond Plus?
Well, I mean, okay. So let's see, right? So you just saw me open up just 5 chests,
Mm-hmm.
coming up out to about $7-8, right? For
Yeah.
just a minimal amount of effort for the first day.
Yeah.
This will accelerate over the rest of the season, right? It's only going to get faster and faster and more, more cards. Today, from today's, it might be 10, right? It might be 10 of those chests. So we now go from 17 to $14, right? Not even including cards. He didn't even get any cards, right?
Yeah.
But just the DC, the amount of DC there, that was substantial, right?
I mean, that was, yeah, no, it was significant. I am now even more excited for the end of season, because like end of season. So far I was able to get. I've been grinding nonstop since last night, so my ECR is down, but I'm at 9 chests already for end of season. So not that I'll be able to get 8 or 9 per day, but just the fact if I can get like 50 or 60 or 70, 80 like champion quality chests, I'm excited for that. Just the 5 you open right now, and what I've been seeing across the board with some of the other Mavs that have been sharing their posts, it looks good, man.
So when we get cooking, right, it could be $100 to $125 a season, right?
You basing that off of
Just what I just pulled now.
What you just pulled?
Yeah, not including cards. Just the DC alone, has become significant.
Yes, for champion. Okay, fine. You convinced me. So why stay in gold when I can try to rise to champion?
And again, that's a progression, right? The only thing you would need to do, right, is reinvest some of your winnings back into getting some of the Chaos Legion
cards,
summoners, right? Summoners first, and we've proven that those cards are competitive, right? That was the first part of the experiment, right? So,
yeah, for sure. So I guess my question for you is, so I just posted a video earlier today, just kind of based on what we talked about yesterday. But are there any summoners that you don't have?
As far as the Chaos Legion one?
Any?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not talking about like alpha beta, because part of what I was trying to get at yesterday and then with the video was, for me, what I'm thinking about now is, because the fact that I only have Chaos Legion summoners, I may look to do 1-day rentals on some higher level summoners for whatever splinter it is. So you have Wizard of Eastwood, and then you had given me Obsidian, but I'm just curious. Oh, and you have Llama as well. But like during a tough stream for you, or during a tough focus for you, I wonder if you would have considered renting other summoners to kind of diversify your attack and spam green.
So if you want, I'm sharing it again. So I can show you. So I have Archmage Arius. Don't have Julian. So that's one. I have Waka. I have a low-level Byzantine Kitty, level 2. And again, we talked about that, right? When it first came out, I was like, I don't like cats, right? But I do like dogs, right? Which is Jodin. He's a werewolf, right?
Yep.
So I think he's a wolf. Yeah, he's he's some kind of wolf.
I forgot what animal he is.
So I thought that was cool. Same thing with Llama, right? I have a level 2 Llama, and I was like, what is Llama sucks, right? And apparently not, right? The 2 cards that I poo-pooed are like the, defined.
Hey, you got a Jodin though, so.
Yeah. But again, only because I liked it, right? Only I like the artwork and stuff like that, not because of its utility, right? It was only because I liked what it looked like. Chancius, that was one of the last ones I got. It's okay, right? But I rarely play, live. And of course, Mimosa, right? I play her because it's death. I have a level 1 Lear Deep Swimmer. I kind of call that one right? It's good. I mean, if you need a summoner, legendary summoner, it's good, but it's not overwhelming. It's definitely not dominant.
Yeah.
I don't have this one. I have a level 2. This one, the what is that? Camila Sun Gazer.
Camila Sungazer.
Again, I didn't max it out. I should have maxed it out. It's a great card, right?
Mm-hmm.
I should have maxed it out, but I already had Archmage Arius, and so I was not thinking in terms of modern wild that didn't exist at the time.
Yeah.
Now that I know that, by the time I went back to try to max it out, it was too late. Thankfully, they released Quicks the Devious, so that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a level 1 of Daria, a level 2 of Mylor Crowling. Right, this just was always expensive.
Yeah.
It never went.
Even when it first came out, it was expensive.
Oh yeah,
huh?
oh yeah, super expensive. Lorna Shine, ironically, was not right. It didn't really pick up momentum, and even price wise now, it's still basically $9-10 cheaper than Mylor, right? Brighton Bloom, that was a surprise card, right? I have 1 or 2 copies of that. I should have bought it when it was cheap, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how excellent it would be. That one, it's niche, right? Or niche on the Earthquake rule set, right? But just having flight on everything in general makes it a little bit more evasive, right? Ulster Rockwell, my feeling on that one is the Magic version of Mylor Crow.
Mylor, yeah.
But it's interesting is the community doesn't view it that way.
Well, I think it's one of those things where Thorns is just so much more powerful than Magic Reflect, because it's, in most games, you are going to get some kind of tank that can suffer greatly from Thorns, or some kind of sneak attack that can suffer from Thorns. But I find Alstar to be very, very useful in certain situations. In fact, somewhat dominant. So
absolutely, I agree. So I don't have Delvin again because I had Archmage Arius, and for the same price, it didn't make any sense to get it. So the one I failed on big was Drake of Arnak, because I should have gotten that one when it was cheap, right? There was a time I think it was selling for like $1 or something like that.
Wow.
And I just +1 armor, who cares, right? I would never play it again over for the price. I would never play it over Archmage Arius, but that was again a mistake. I did max out Kalia once I kind of saw how the direction things were going in. That's why I maxed out Mother Kalia and Wizard of Eastwood.
Gotcha.
They were expensive, but I think it was.
Do you find yourself using Mother Kala often? Oh no. Are we still live? I think we might have lost Darkest Night. All right, looks like I'm still live. All right, let me go ahead and remove him here and see if he can hop back in. All right. Well, the good news. Sorry, Darkest Night. I'm not sure what happened. If you're still able to. Oh shoot! All right, he just texted me. Power outage. Sorry, man. All right, so okay, we'll wait for him. Give me a second. Free to hop back in. Oh, that sucks. That's definitely happened to me before. All right, so let's take a quick moment. Kim reacts in the house. Chaos Legion Summoners starting to go down again. Everything except for Kelia. Games World live streams. Hello, Randy K. Hello. What is going on, everybody? Okay, so I have my own chests to open up here. I'm going to give Darkest Night a minute to hop back in. Looks like his power is coming back on. Now done. Okay. Hello. So he opened his rewards. We both got 5 chests with our respective quests for yesterday. And if you missed it, Darkest Night got it was 1 potion and a ton of DEC. I think it ended up amounting to like 8,000 or 9,000 DEC, between 8,000 to 9,000, which is like $8 to $9. So you can go in and buy a decent chunk of cards for that. So for me, I'm going to see here, we have 5 chests for myself, but we're going to give, like I said, I want to give Darkest Night a chance to hop back in if he's able to. So in the meantime, I'm going to play another battle real quick, just to get the excitement going. And then, oh, you know what? I also forgot to take care of some things here. There we go. Cool. All right, so we'll hop into a battle. How is everybody enjoying the Splinter spamming so far? It hasn't been as bad, but then again, I haven't gotten stuck with a bad Splinter yet. So as of now, I had Kelia, and I'm curious to see what I'll have for tomorrow. Oh gosh, looks like I'm going up against a Jotun. Okay, let's fight this with some magic spam, shall we? Who are the fastest magic spammers we have? I think they're probably going to be on the water team. Oh, wait, there's no magic spammers. Shoot. All right, so never mind. Let's go with, I guess. Oh, man, this is going to be rough. All right, well, here, I'm about to lose on stream, so well, we'll just have some fun with it. All right, I think this is still going to be my best tank just because he's got some speed on him. And then we can see what options we have. Speed there. We got 3 damage for 2 mana. We got 3 damage for 4 mana, or 2 damage for 3 mana. Anyone else I want to throw in? We're going to go with, I guess not. We're just going to go with this dude. Okay, let's put this team together. Darkest Night is back.
Power outage. What happened?
So random.
Oh, look at this. Who you're fighting. That's hilarious.
Who am I? I didn't even see.
A guildie.
Oh, guildmate. What's going on? Oh, he's going to crush me with this return fire.
Oh, we'll see.
You know, I do have more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to. I saw that he had Jotun, so. Well, if I can take out this guy, that would. I don't know. The misses are helping. All right. Oh my gosh. We may? I don't know. Oh no, that miss was not helpful.
No, I think well, yeah, so now we have
I mean, they're getting a ton of misses too. It all depends on how quickly I can take this dude out. I think I might be able to get it.
Yeah, I think he got
that's my last shot there.
Yeah, but now he's all melee.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Yes, you got him.
Good game. I mean, he's usually playing up for champion, so
yeah.
I guess everybody's struggling. All right, I'm going to open my 5.
Here we go. So exciting.
I am excited too.
I think something big is going to happen.
Oh, man. Well, let's see. So Ghostly BG's in the house. You got 1 potion and a total 82 DEC in silver. Someone got a pack and a diamond chest.
Ooh, that's
nice.
not bad.
Wow, I was able to get 10 chests playing in gold. Very nice. This new reward sucks. I got 9 gold chests, 300 DEC total. Yeah, but that sounds about right for what I used to get in gold.
Yep.
All right, Adam's here too. All right, let's
gold's the standard, I think.
Let's go from right to left.
Okay.
All right. This is starting to look familiar. Oh gosh, starting to look real familiar.
Oh, no.
All right, 3,000 DEC. That's not terrible. So yeah, I'll stop my whining now. Man, this 144 is really common.
What is that?
Wait, hold on. What's 144 divided by?
Maybe
48?
that's normally the 1 crystal, right? Maybe, or it's like.
Oh, so this is the equivalent of 3 DEC.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, so the 3 DEC that you normally would have won have now turned into 144. So I guess it's not terrible. And 336. Nice. So what is about 3,500 DEC and 2 common cards? Man, I was really hoping for some of the new cards.
Yeah,
but that's
still,
not not terrible.
Yeah,
but it's not anything to write home about. I think what I'm going to do though is the fact that, as we were just talking about, I can take that 3,000 DEC and go buy a summoner or go buy another card.
All right, so you have life right now, right? So chances are, I mean, you can play it, right? But chances are you would probably want to swap that out.
Yeah, should we do it now?
Yes, let's see.
I mean, life is good in gold. In diamond, I struggle with it. It's
Yeah.
just too beatable. And General Sloan doesn't have everything I need.
Whoa,
Dragon.
that's awesome. So
I don't have a kitty, but yeah,
yeah,
quicks
but
can definitely come in handy. Certain
absolutely.
instances.
And you can focus on bringing in other splinters, right? That can take advantage of the rule set.
I was just gonna say there's a lot more versatility there. So how was your experience with dragging? Obviously, you were able to get four or five chests.
Yep.
So any tips for people with dragon?
It's the flexibility, right? So even if you see someone has dragon as their focus, what does that mean? Right? Because if
Yeah.
there are other splinters that can, it's meant to be flexible.
Hmm.
So I would say in this, dragon is probably the optimal focus you can get. Big
Yeah.
time.
Now, as I was just saying, I wonder if it would be worthwhile for me to rent another dragon summoner, just so that I'm able to kind of switch back and forth. I'm curious to see how much for if we were to do legendaries. I mean, I see like that. Like I could rent a Camila Sungazer maxed out for 3 cents.
Right. But would
That
you want to have Camila or Quicks? Quicks is, I would say, way better.
no, but I'm saying I already have quicks.
Oh, right.
So I can rent Camila, and now like let's say there's a game that's like it's no what's that called? No ranged, then I
Oh,
have another option. You know what I'm saying?
or reverse speed.
Or reverse speed. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Or let's say they have like a really heavy melee team. Now I have another option here for 3 cents. That's not bad,
that's actually pretty good.
right? So considering the fact that I just earned about $3 in value, right? So if each chest can get me something like that, then
That's a good point, right? Your daily quest, ironically, given what you've done, will
mhm,
now pay for any rentals that you need to continue
yeah.
the season.
See, now Bright and Bloom at 27 cents, that's probably not going to be worth it. I mean, it could be, right?
Right.
But do I want to make that investment? I don't know. For Drake of Arnak, though, +1 armor for two
For
cents. See, now all of a sudden, I'll be able to have 3 different summoners
yeah.
that have 3 different, buffs or debuffs, and they won't know what's coming. Sure, there's always probably gonna be a Void Dragon and a Carnage Titan and a Chaos Dragon behind them, but at some point, at least these will help a little bit.
See what the kitty's looking like.
We were just looking at that. There are no kitties.
No.
Yeah, there's no kitties available. I can rent an Archmage for 70 cents, but there's no kitties. I'm telling you, man, there's like nothing on the board for these cards. Look at that. There's no kitties no matter, let's see, all levels. No, there's kitties at level 1.
Yeah, but that's not going to help you at all.
No. So the highest I can go for a level 3 kitty for 148 DEC. But no, I'm sorry, this is a level 2, 3 BCX.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's there's just no kitties, man. No kitties at all.
How about Jotun? Let's see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all of the legendary summoners, and I want to do maxed out. So level 4, no Jotun, no Llama, no Kitty.
That's incredible.
And then there's 2 Archmages. There's 1 Valnamore, only 1.
Right,
There's,
for $1 a day.
yeah, for 18 Renans, Chancius. Yeah, I mean,
So that Valnamore, would it be worth it to rent that out for $1 a day, given that you just got $3? Would it?
well, but see, I don't think I have the good cards for that. I don't have Phantom of the Seas or Phantom of the Abyss, and I don't have Ruler of the Seas. So I probably would steer away from that. If anything, I would look at this guy and say, you know what, I might be able to get a little more versatility with Lear Deep Swimmer, or the other option would be Bortus, right? Level 8 Bortus. Yeah, level 8 Bortus is like 8 cents.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but people are going to plug and play. But this is where scarcity really starts to get in, I think.
It's the thing we've been talking about, right?
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm actually going to get the Camila Sungazer for like 3 cents, if it's still available. DEC. Yeah, just to have the optionality. 27 DEC, I think it'll be worth it. And since it lasts the whole day, this is an easy rental now. So the rental market's going to go through. Well, we're already seeing it happen, but these 1-day rentals will probably become much more popular instead of like people just renting for the rest of the season. Granted, I'm sure people will still do it if they find a good price and they'll want to lock it in no matter what.
Yep.
But yeah.
So activity between the in the community, right? The economy now has just gotten a major boost, right? I'm sure a lot of these cards just kind of just sat out there, just not really being used. And now Camila is a really good option given what we stand to gain. So I think that's amazing.
Yeah. And with the amount of DEC that I'm winning right now, I rented it for 27 DEC. Let's see. How much did I win on my most recent win here? Look, I won 28 DEC.
Yep. So you just paid for it. It's already paid.
I just paid for it with this 28 DEC, and I'm at a 57% ECR. So, it's I would say that it's worthwhile. Now, I wonder if this cascades down kind of appropriately or proportionally, right? Like if you're playing in gold or silver, for example, and you get the whatever related summoner level is for that level, will it be similar to rewards?
I think it's proportionate to what you stand to gain, right? I think the rental of specific cards, like for you to rent Camila, is more a strategy than a necessity, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, now I actually feel a little bit more comfortable spamming Dragon the rest of the day. And I'll tell you right now, I'm probably going to grab Drake of Arnak too, just for the heck of it.
Yes,
right. So, and if a kitty were to pop up, just for the story, right? Just for the experience, I might do it one day and see how it is.
Yeah, and again, there'll be opportunities to play something else, right? And again, if you win that game, then you are working on your season rewards, right? I mean, again, the obvious answer is it's better if it's both, right? But sometimes it can only be one. So, yeah, not feeling as bearish as I did yesterday.
Yeah, I'm very macro bullish on what this change is going to do. It's just I didn't know how it was going to affect the experience overall, but so far, I mean, I won 5 chests. I don't expect to win another 5 chests today just because my ECR is going to limit that quite a bit. But I'm also playing up a level, right? I mean, we both are to a certain extent. And until we make it back into champion, but this is now making me want to try having an alt play in like bronze or silver and just see what is it like. Bronze, maybe not, because bronze is rough, even though I've heard bronze is better now without the bots. So,
which is awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kim Reacts is saying, imagine how much scarce it'll become once LAN goes live.
Oh,
yeah. Well, keep in mind, by the time LAN goes live with functionality, I'm sorry, guys, they're like doing construction right next door. But imagine how scarce LAN goes live. Keep in mind that we're probably going to get another mini expansion with Rift Watchers that's going to come with more summoners, as well as Rebellion will probably be around the time that functional land, like land phase 2, actually goes live, which would be, a ton of new summoners, especially if it's on the same level as Chaos Legion. But still, you're absolutely right. Land is exciting.
Yeah.
Hans Hermans is saying, anyone see it's insanely cheap? Well, here's the thing, Hans, and Darkest Night was just speaking to this. Now it's just the cards that win and that have value that are going to be driving up prices. The rest of them, people will just want to move for whatever, right? So your hundreds of Pellicor, whatever, like the bots needed that before, but the bots could spend all day playing whatever, spamming and losing and just getting their daily quest to farm the cards. Now they can't do that anymore. So they're renting out the cards that they need.
Yeah, so rather than dumping it on the sale market, it's dumping them on the rental market, right? Yeah. Which is fine, right? Because all it's going to do is help you get to the tier that you need to get to. But here's the thing, right? You can play in gold, or even diamond. You have to be competitive when you get there. You have to win, and if you don't win, then you're maybe renting power for really some other reason, right? But
yeah, totally agree. So wait, what's your Splinter focus today? Oh, you have water, right?
Yeah, so I have water today, and then on my alt I have Dragon again. So
Oh, nice.
I'll
Okay.
just swap back and forth. But it's going to get interesting, right? Because it's going to be all based on the timing, right? Because with the cooldown, I think that it's, you have to take that into account too, right? It's 24-hour cooldown.
Mhm.
So, what happens? I mean, I might miss a bunch of my focus, right? Or a
Yeah.
focus time, and I'm going to have to be really efficient. Maybe I'll only get an hour or two to play with the current focus, right? Or maybe it's when I claim, right? Maybe I start claiming, even I don't claim it right when it's ready, right? I might wait 12 hours, right? And stagger it that way, right?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of considerations here for how to optimize, taking advantage of an alt account.
Mhm.
But I think an alt account is a strategy for sure.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Long-term goal
Mhm.
for this season specifically, and I guess for future seasons, but since this is the inaugural one,
Yeah.
how many chests are you trying to get for the season rewards?
I would like to max max at least 80, right?
At least 80. Okay.
At least 80. And if you look at it right now on my main, I'm at 9, right?
Mhm.
So if I, for the next 13 days, get 9 to 10 chests, then I'll exceed that goal.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay. So
So
80 is the minimum that you're shooting for. Anything above that is bonus.
yes, absolutely.
The
Right.
the the
Yeah.
the fun thing to watch though will be the fact that like now you don't have any incentive to stop playing as soon as you reach
No,
champion.
not at all.
So I'm excited for you to actually spend some time in champion by the time you make it up there because you'll be earning a lot more reward shares as well. And I think, man, I think if you round the century mark, I think you're gonna try and get a gun for all of them.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think you and I will probably just be like sitting on Discord or maybe even on stream here, just trying to go for the full 150.
Yeah. Again, and that could happen, right? We don't know what the acceleration is really going to look like when you take into account ECR.
Yeah.
But my feeling is there's going to be a sweet spot, right? Like once you hit that sweet spot in champion, maybe 4,000 ranking, right? Maybe that might be the sweet spot. Again, we don't know yet. Where you'll just get reward shares just hand over fist, and you'll get to the 150, and you're like, whoa, that was easy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you, right? Given the amount of the value of the chest we just opened up, is the leaderboard reward still an incentive to be in the leaderboard?
Oh, but that's a good question. Because I don't think they're going to change the leaderboard. That's actually a really
Yeah, I mean,
interesting thing to think about because like and to clarify, the leaderboard, like the behavior for leaderboard is to usually like get up to a high ranking and then stop playing, right? Because you don't want to give up that spot. But 100,000 DEC, how much did you just earn?
what was it?
I think you earned like 8,000, right? 8 or
Yeah.
9,000.
Yeah, about 9,000 or so.
So the thing is, if somebody gets up to the leaderboard and they're going to miss out on a couple of days worth of rewards, I don't know. I mean, 100,000 is 100,000 is like a decent chunk. So I think for the top players, probably not. But look at this. There's a drop off once you get down to 4th. And now 30,000, it's like if you're going to miss out on 3 days or 4 days worth of rewards because you stop playing once you hit leaderboards.
Right, exactly right.
Then your question actually becomes really relevant there.
Exactly. So yeah, but here's the other part, right? If you're already playing, right, and you want to get those rewards, does the leaderboard really become a true leaderboard, right? Where people that are actively playing and really vying for that top spot. I mean, it might be just an outcome of the playing for all the reward chests, right? So that was one of the things I think Masshole said, right? He said, what happens is at the number 1 slot, that person gets it and then they stop playing.
Yep.
Right? No real benefit to them to continue to play. Well, maybe now there is because their ranking is so high, right? They're in that 4,000, 4,200 range. So their rewards are, pretty impressive.
I mean, they'll be earning champion chests like that, which as we just showed, right? Like, I mean, one chest you earn 6,000, one chest I earned 3,000. So like at that point, why not just keep playing? It doesn't matter whether you finish 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, because I mean, granted, I'm sure there's still a lot of like ego and vanity that, who doesn't want to finish at the top, but I'd rather keep on playing a bunch of games and earn the equivalent amount. But
absolutely. Think about that time. I think you got a chest during one of your streams up for 14,000.
Yeah.
DC,
that was the old system, but yeah,
old system. So imagine if you got that chest again times the 48. That's 600, 700 bucks.
600,000. But you know that there may have been a multiplier on that already. So
We don't know.
yeah,
I don't. To be
want
honest, I don't think so. I think it was just completely random.
I want to find out what the highest amount of DEC a chest can have in it is. There's got to be a maximum somewhere.
Right. But that'll be something great to stream, right?
Oh yeah.
Is to get that and to the first chest that it gets streamed that shows 500,000
DEC. Yeah.
see, like that's going to be incredible.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I'm excited to be opening these daily, but I really think the end of season where we're going to have like at least 50 plus chests, maybe 80 plus chests at that point in time, opening up DEC like that's going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
hi Nguyen, what's going on? Yellow, how are you? Oh, you missed it, Ahmed. So Darkest Night got about 8,000 worth of DEC in a potion. I got 2 of the common rewards cards, the old ones, as well as about 3,000 in DEC. So nothing too crazy.
Day one. That's just day one.
That's just day one. There you go.
5 chests, right? So yeah, I think it's gonna be great.
It's so competitive even in gold. I missed the bots. Oh my gosh. Can I
that was gonna happen?
Can I clip this? Kim Reacts. I don't know if you're just being sarcastic or if you're just playing along, but I want to clip this and like post it everywhere. I missed the bots.
Yeah. We knew that was gonna happen though. We totally knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, now you're playing against real people who are actually paying attention to what you're playing. Yeah. How are you doing on time, Darkest Night?
I'm good.
You're good? All right. Let's catch up with some of the other chat here. Most of DC will be gained through daily chests, not battles. That's interesting. I wonder if a lot of that will filter up into the champion chest, champion and diamond.
I totally agree with that. But even looking at the win, right? For my last win, let's see. Let's look at that. I got with 2,000 ranking, and again, remember I had a pretty low ECR, 17 DEC. That's not terrible. Before that, another 17, 15, 14, 43, right? Well, that's what my opponent won. He won 43, but his ECR was probably a lot higher, right?
Yeah.
So ECR matters, right? But again, I think the strategy for me is going to be to sacrifice ECR at the beginning of the season, get to champion as quickly as possible, right? And then rebuild my ECR.
Yeah.
And just switch to the alt.
You know what I was just thinking about too? Because like in terms of like how much I've earned, but if you look at, so I made that rental for Camila for like what 20 something DEC. So tomorrow I could potentially get a potion, but that's the least amount, right? That's the lowest amount. I could get a common rewards card, the cheapest ones, which are going for like 1 to 2 cents. So that's like 2/3 of the value that I played for Camila. Yeah. But if I get a chest with DEC, it's going to come in with 48 DEC, which is almost double what I just paid for Camila.
Absolutely.
So if she by herself can earn me 1 additional chest, then the chances of me recovering that are good. But even still, a couple of battles and that might be the same. So
right. When have we ever been able to say that? I don't think I've ever been able to say that.
Nope. I don't know, man. This is so exciting to me because I feel like the market actually matters now.
It does.
The market matters, and like people need certain cards to absolutely excel. So part of me wants to even not bronze, but even like just set up my alt in silver or something and see what that competition is like. It sounds like gold is tough, so I can imagine bronze and silver being just as tough.
Yeah, but it's worth it, right? And again, everything's going to be tough. I think the key will be the middle of the season when everything starts to shake out. I think in 10 days, right? I think we're going to see an explosion of just people getting chests and, just racking up those season reward chests.
Yeah. Really agreed. Willa D's in the house. Willa D, you do not see. We just mentioned it was a bunch of DEC, about 8,000 for Darkseid, about 3,000 for me.
Yeah, you can't go back and see what it looked like. That's unfortunate. Yeah, what actually dropped?
Oh, you can't?
Not for the daily. It doesn't look like it.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so that will be some feedback, right? We should be able to see what the previous days.
Yeah, what the previous day chest open is.
But you couldn't do that with Daily Quest anyway, though. So yeah,
Oh yeah, you'd always have to check the Explorer, right? Or something
yeah,
like that on Peak Monsters.
yep,
Remember, the higher you go with chest, the greater SP you need. At the start, the difference is 5,000 points. Yep, that's true.
right. But what gets calculated into that is your ranking, right?
Yeah.
So it might go up. That's probably why they scale it the way they do.
Where is your rating at now?
For Darkest Night, it is 3,002.
3,002? Okay. I mean, the thing is, we know the deck that you have is competitive enough to get up
Oh, sure.
to champion, right? Like, and the deck that you're delegating to me is the same thing. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of time. So I'm actually curious how long it took you to get to Diamond 1, or even, like, on the doorstep of champion last season.
Well, you
Because
saw I fell back down to gold, right? That always.
yeah. No, I know, but like, if you can get there within like the first third of the season, the first 5
Oh,
days,
yeah.
all of a sudden you're earning way more reward shares in the back half of the season, which
Which is my
is
point. Which is exactly my point, right?
yeah.
I think it's a sprint. You just toss ECR to the side. It's a sprint to get to champion again, right? Again, that's the kind of the metric, right? You get to champion. You've already accomplished the goal for that season. Now it's time to collect the rewards, right? And to spend the rest of the season really just focus on reward generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, ECR is going to be important, but maybe you balance it, maybe you don't, right? But I think, yeah, I'm sorry.
No, sorry, I cut you off. Maybe you balance it.
Yeah, so I mean, again, it's a cube as part of the conversation, right? It's not like squared; it's cubed, right?
Yep.
So that again, that ranking, that value in the formula is critically important, I think. And again, it's influenced by all the other stuff, but I think ranking is the number one statistic I think you want to go for. Again, we'll find out.
Yeah. So, okay, I remember hearing this strategy in Mav chat. I don't know who it was. I just remember that somebody was chatting about it there. It's not mine, but I think it's going to become even more relevant now, because usually towards the end of the season, people in the old way, everybody would be grinding, trying to get to whatever highest level. Now, I don't think that behavior is going to change, because everybody's going to be grinding, trying to get that one last chest, right? We got a couple more hours. Let me get that one last chest for end of season. The thing is, at the beginning of the following season, many folks wouldn't play because they would either be renting their cards or delegating out, waiting for it to come back. And it's usually a little bit tougher.
Right.
But my question now is, yesterday sucked. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I wonder if in the future, I won't care about the focus. I won't care about ECR on day one, because it's all about the fact that my ECR is low means that I don't care about how much I'm earning. I care about using that time to get up to a higher rating. Right. So these first couple of days, like, you and I will probably be spending a ton of time just trying to get up to Diamond 2, Diamond 1 if we can. Absolutely. Then let your ECR settle a bit. And then you come back and you still have like 12 days left in the season.
Absolutely. That's exactly what my plan's going to be. Exactly.
Right? Oh man, that's good. So again, it's incentivizing people to play when they weren't playing before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think getting that ranking high, and again, we're all doing it, right? The people that it matters to, those are gonna be our opponents, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think what could mess this up, right? And again, that's a strong word, right? Is if people, for whatever reason, don't play at the same time. It's like matchmaking. If you remember how it was on the QA server, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, but again, we have such a high user base, right? I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Well, I would say maybe right now we probably have more players than we used to at like the champion and diamond levels. Wouldn't you say so? Just because you're the one who's saying that you see a lot of names that you didn't recognize before, yes. So maybe players coming back.
Yeah.
So I would expect that to drop off a little bit over time. How are you finding the matchmaking time right now?
It's good. Yeah, it's good. I mean, typically about 30 seconds, if even that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've only had like 1 or 2 sessions where it took a while, but I haven't timed out of anything. So
yeah, and I haven't timed out in a battle within the last year and a half, right? Before the influx of players, oh, I have timeout all the time.
Really? Okay. That's got to be so disappointing. You like come and want to play like a quick game and there's nobody there to play with.
Yeah, there was no quick games back then. I mean, you could get lucky, right? But you knew you were lucky when it happened. So actually, I saw something interesting. So Kim React says daily battles went from 12 million to 5.3 million. Then.
Oh, I was just thinking about that. Okay, hold up. Let me pull up Peak Monsters here.
Mhm.
Because I was looking this morning at daily active users, but I don't think daily active users is the best thing to be checking. Peak Monsters. Gonna make me log in. Oh no, I'm logged in already. Awesome. So let's see. Dashboard. So daily battles, we were at 5.3 million yesterday. And we've been as high as 12 million.
Yeah, so those are the bots, right? The bots, there's no reason to turn the bots on, right? So those are probably much more real players, right? So which is good. That's great.
Well, so here's the last 6 months. I would say that this drop off is very significant.
Yeah,
because we've seen dips in the past, but for us to be down at 5 million battles per day,
right? But does that represent a problem, right? I would say a lot of those games, like again, one of the watchers just said, "Hey, I missed the bots," right? It's all you're playing real people now. It's fiercely competitive. Now, again, the bots are probably taking this season, figure things out. Oh, they're going to come back, right? So the key for them, they have the same problem we have. It's not enough to just rent cards. They have to rent the right cards to win. Winning is everything. Right?
And well, not just they have to rent the right cards to win, but they also need to own those cards or have those cards in order to earn anything from it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
what I would love to see is that breakdown of daily battles in what ranking, broken across rankings, silver, gold, diamond, champion. That would be an interesting statistic.
That would be good. I wonder if there's a way. I wonder if Peak Monsters has access to that data. Daily active users doesn't seem like it's tailed off significantly. I mean,
some
low. It's lower, but not. I mean, we've been this low at the past. So I think that's just due to the fact that there are bots still playing. I mean, people are laughing at the bots in bronze that will win, but then don't earn anything from it. So I'm sure those might still be running.
Right. So the interesting thing, new players, right? So is that 2,400 signups, and what's the time frame for those spell books that got purchased?
This is the last 6 months. So let's go to like the last month here, and it's about 1,000 signups and 2,000 spell books. So not anything too.
That's crazy. That's a lagging indicator, right? So it says, hey, people are joining the game. And then at a certain point in the future, they buy a spell book, which is actually pretty good. Look at the 7-day. Let's see what that looks like.
7-day new players.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
414 spell books purchased.
Yeah, that's what I would expect to see.
I mean, spellbook purchases are down. This used to be in like the hundreds, but here's the bullish thing that I'm going to take from this. Over the last month, since this ranked rewards update was being announced, I cannot imagine anybody that, with all the uncertainty of what the ranked rewards wasn't going to do outside of nerfing, no rewards for bots, or no rewards for cards that don't have anything. I can't imagine that anybody during this time frame, the last month, maybe even the last like 6 to 8 weeks, was setting up bot accounts during that time. Because why would you take that chance when you knew some major change was coming in and we didn't know what the full repercussions would be? So when I look at this, and I'm just like, all right, over the past 2 months, we've gotten 2,000 new players, 2,000 people who paid the money to buy a spell book in what's the time frame for this? 30 days?
Yeah, last month. No.
Okay. Remember we put out this prediction, or not prediction, but like analysis that maybe, because there's like literally hundreds of thousands of bots, maybe there's only 40,000 real players because only like 36 or 37,000 people bought packs through the actual website. And I know that number isn't perfect, But let's say there's 100,000 real players.
Yeah.
Over the past month, we increased by 2%.
That
And
much is
2% doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a hell of a lot.
it is a lot. It is.
So, and I would say that we're nowhere near 100,000 real players. So the fact that people are coming into the game, shout out to Chatter for all the marketing that we're doing.
Yeah, I agree.
So way to check how many active players. Oh, that's what we were just looking at. Got lots of questions here. Daily
Yeah, but I think the
battles.
bots will be back, right? Again, they're going through the same process we're going through. And will it be a bad thing? Again, I'm neutral. I don't really care, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, if they are given the cards that they need and they're winning and they own the cards or renting the cards or delegating the cards, then it's fine. I think what this is going to show people is the fact that, like, since there's nothing available for rent, the scarcity is there. It's a real thing now. So everybody who is worried, like, oh man, all these like OGs have these, like millions or tens of millions of CP, which they do. They're just going to delegate it to their accounts. But keep in mind, like how that's still a finite number, and we're seeing that.
You're limited by how many games you can play.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I used to have 2 going back and forth. I couldn't keep up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know I couldn't play 3 at a time, right? So, and I joked about that, right? That hey, maybe it's time for me to get a bot, but that's not the reason why I play, right? So, I'm not going to miss. So for me, what I would love to see, and I might make this decision, right, is to just consolidate to one account and just play that. What's better, right? Having 150 chests on one account or 75 across 2. I think it's kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But I can focus my attention really where it belongs and really climb that ranking on my primary account. Because again, that's what I think is really important.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. I mean, just thinking through, like, okay, there were reports of like bot farmers who had like 10,000 accounts, right? 10,000 bot accounts, which at that time, if you were, like, the quick math on this is, if you were to start up 10,000 bot accounts now and delegate them CP, like 1,000 CP per account, just so that they could be in bronze 2,
right?
That's 10 million CP. There's not very many people with 10 million CP.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
You're definitely going to consolidate some stuff. But again, that's beneficial to you to consolidate, right? What you stand to gain is significantly higher than what you had before.
Yeah.
Right? For less work, right? So I think this is good for everybody, whether you're a bot, whether you're a real player, it doesn't matter, right? Consolidation probably will be a good thing. And focus is probably going to be a good thing.
Yeah. Jonathan, we were just talking about this. I think people are going to start playing more in the beginning of the season, even though it's so frustrating. So we'll see. After a day or so, the competition will be much easier. Yeah, but I want to get in there. I want to get in the dirt of the arena.
Yes.
Are those validator nodes on Hive Engine legit? I believe so. But you know what? Actually, I'm going to take that back. I believe so, but you should check with someone else. I don't want you to buy something and then it ends up being a scam.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Don't blame me. But I do know that they are going on the secondary market. So just make sure. Yeah, I don't think that they would have scammy ones, but just in case. Did Darkness Knight get another Earth into reroll Earth, or is it a better day today?
Better day today. So I have water. So yes, that's one of my stronger splitters. So
outside of Valnamore, do you have any other? I mean, not that you need it. You can probably Valnamore spam your way to victory here.
Yeah, because yesterday was Aria spam, right? So it worked great. So
yeah. It's insane that the rental market died as much as it did. Not surprising. Yeah, I mean, it may come back with bots if bots. So here's the thing, right? Like, if they're going to consolidate accounts, they're going to give leveled up cards to all these accounts, but it still may not be the CP that they need to play in, like silver, for example, where there's better rewards. So at that point, they may program these bots to rent off the market so that they get enough power for it.
Yeah. So here's what I think, right? Each card is going to have a win percentage, and whatever those win percentages are high, those are going to be the highly sought after cards. It's not enough just to have collection power, right? Collection power by itself may not buy you anything.
Yeah.
Like, you can have 10,000 copies of Helicore Bandit. That's not going to do anything to your achievement of your focus or your season interest at all.
It's not
and
like it
that's
doesn't
the
give you the ability to earn.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what's not really a problem, right? Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
You're rewarding the types of players that are putting in the effort and time.
Yeah, for sure. So Ahmed's asking, what happens when players do not get enough DEC from battles because ECR is very low? And at the end of the season, doesn't get anything. I mean, that's what essentially used to happen before, though, right? If your
Exactly.
ECR went low, you weren't earning anything. So I don't think that's going to really change.
Yeah, I think that transitioning to the chest is really good, right? Because
Yeah.
we know exactly what we're going to get.
Yeah. I really want to see you go for. I really want to see you make a leaderboard run. I know you can't do it this season.
Well, I'm going.
Huh?
I'm gonna come to play and play and play, right? I mean, again, getting the leaderboard is, I think, a result of chasing after these chests.
Yeah.
Because I have to win. I can't just play and lose.
Have you ever played in Champion for a significant period of time?
Yes, I made Champion to maybe about a year ago.
Okay, so I guess different landscape,
Yeah.
but you haven't tried since then.
No.
Because most of the time you'll just get up to Champion and then call it a day. Because I'm wondering if, or not if, but when you get up to Champion, I want to see if you can like just tear things up in there. Like maybe you're a leaderboard, maybe Darkest Night, you're a leaderboard, like top leaderboard player, but you just never gave yourself the chance.
Right, and that was a change they made about a year ago, right? When it was wherever you finish the season, that's what your rewards were based off of, right? And literally, you would get pushed. Sometimes if competition gets fierce, you get pushed right back down to diamonds, right? Yeah. And then you have to do that long slog. I mean, you know how we get caught at the 3,200 ranking, and then the 35 to 3,600, and it could take you 10 games just get into Champion, and then you could lose one game and get thrown all the way back to Diamond, and then those series of losses that you take, those are brutal. Yeah. Right. So
definitely. Look at the outer sheet saying, from what I've seen in silver, you actually have to use silver level cards now. You can't just, I mean, I think this is gonna be the case across the board. If you stretch up, you will be punished for it because you won't win. Your ECR will go down. You won't get any chest from it.
Yep.
So if Mach chooses the right cards. Yeah. What's going on, Clevin? How are you? Let's see. Detail rental prices seem a lot more reasonable today. That's good. Yeah. I guess I just rented a maxed out summoner for 3 cents. That's not too bad. Let's start earning my silver focus chest while I'm bronze. But inside a pack. All right, see, there you go. Yeah, so Butters in the house too. What's going on, Butters? Cool, man. I don't know. Should we close things out here?
Yeah, I do have to get back. So this was good. I mean, I think this was a good day one. I'm curious to see what the other streamers. They're going to be streaming all day today, right?
Yeah, exactly. So people will be posting their stuff.
Yep, but I think it was a good change. Again, totally different from what I felt yesterday. And I think, I'll tell you what it was, right? It was the focus on Earth and losing tons. But when I switched over to my alt and it was dragons, I love playing dragons. And so it was a reason to play it. I won a lot and I felt a lot better about it. So.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I got lucky on my first day playing water, right? Because Kelly is dominant across the board. So that was good for me. I'm curious to see now what dragon looks like. Probably, I mean, I got lucky. If I had rolled life and gotten life again, then that would have been that would have been my struggle. But even still, looking at the prices of the summoners, I probably would have made an investment somewhere just to be like, get 1 or 2 chests here. But at the end of the day, I'm not really as focused on the daily stuff anymore. Like tomorrow, I want to make sure I can have at least like 1, maybe 2 chests to open up.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm really much more focused on the season chests and seeing this number here go up. So, getting a win has become way more important to me than, knocking out the focus. Because in a way, with the daily quests, you had this, like, I only need to get 5 of them and then I'm done. So let me just do it. Whereas now it's just like, okay, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. But yeah.
But here's the thing, right? Getting that 10, you have 10 right now, right? We have 13 days left. You could get right now, if you just do the same thing every day, that's 130 chests,
Mm-hmm.
right? Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'll be able to do 10, but we'll see. I
Yep.
mean, well, here actually no. Here's the thing, and we can close out with this.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the season, I'm expecting to get back up into Diamond 2 and Diamond 1, which means I should be earning a lot more.
Absolutely.
So.
And even you got into champion, I think it was day 4. Like we have 4 days left, right?
It was a couple days left. I'm not sure if it was 4. It might have been 3 or 4, but yeah.
Yeah. So now, rather than not playing for those 4 days, because we all stopped playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're not gonna. Now we'll probably play more to
Yeah.
realize the benefits, right? And here's the other part: if we can stretch into champion 2 or even champion 1, whoa, then we only get pushed back to diamond 3.
Yeah.
Right? And that could matter, right? That could now start to matter where you get rolled back to at the end of the season.
Yep, for sure.
So
cool, man. All right, Ahmed saying, by the way, love the new idea of showing our chat on screen. Yeah, I'm using this software now, so I think I'll be streaming exclusively through here. It's better for showing the chat, and yes, it's a better update than Splinterlands. Than the ranked rewards. All right, Eraserheads. Glad you got some good stuff. All right, guys, I will be back tomorrow live for my usual Thursday, but Darkest Night and I were just chatting, and we figured we might as well flip on the camera and open our first champion chess live on stream. So Darkest Night, appreciate you coming on. Everybody else, thanks for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Take care, guys.
Take care. Oh.